Are you ready to rumble? Then stay tuned for the Harley-Davidson drags at the Los Angeles County Raceway. These super-tuned big twin motorcycles reach triple-digit speeds and single-digit ETs. Then we'll head to the Bonneville Salt Flats for a look at the fastest wheel-driven machines in the world, streamliners. Plus a look at car culture's classic art form, flames. Harley-Davidson motorcycles have always been big, powerful machines designed to hurl you across miles of American roadway. Why, just sitting on this bike gives you a real sense of adventure. And for those Harley lovers who race the quarter mile, it was a no-holds-barred weekend of smoky burnouts. They come from all parts of the country, from all walks of life. People whose lives are poles apart, coming to share in a common love. What has brought this unlikely group of racers and fans here is a family reunion, a get-together of the Harley-Davidson clans to burn some rubber at the West Coast Harley drags.
They're from Pennsylvania, Michigan, Minnesota, Ohio, North Carolina, all over.
John Parham is the national promoter of the Harley Drag Series. The events have a strong following up and down the East Coast and through the Midwest. Recently, with the rejuvenated popularity of Harley-Davidson, the drag's appeal has spread nationwide.
It's all heads-up racing. It's not brackets. It's just straight heads-up and go down the track. And it's just awesome to watch. You know, to watch those fuel bikes come out, there's nothing like it. Anybody can race. You just come in, tech your bike. We got a class for every different Harley that's made.
Bob Fontana will be running his 1941 Knucklehead in a gas class. The bike is now cherry, but that's not how he found it.
Purchased it for around $3,500, and when I purchased it, it was not running. It was a rat bike, totally destroyed. And little by little, I put it in this condition in about a year and a half to 2 years.
Barry Ramay is also running a vintage bike, but with a different engine configuration.
That's a 1947 knuckle-bottom shovel-top end. The top end's a 1966, and the transmission's a 1950. It's got an 82 front end. It's pretty much a custom bike. They call it a shovel-head top because it looks like a shovel would dig in the ground, the shape it would make. A knucklehead has large nuts here, which they call knuckles for some reason. They're really large nuts.
One of the most enduring features of Harley is the accessibility of the bikes to repair and restyle, allowing the owners to show off their own ideas and individuality.
Everything's rebuildable on them. We've got old bikes here that are still running better than they ever did 20, 30 years ago. That you can't do with a Jap bike.
Although vintage models have a special appeal to Harley owners, it was the introduction of a new design of engine in 1984 that fueled Harley's recent revival.
Basically, they called it the Evolution, which evolutionized their motor setup, and just a whole new design. And it's not unusual to get 70, 80,000 miles on a motor without having to touch it.
Since the Evolution motor came out, Harley-Davidson really made a major breakthrough, you know, in the technology part of motorcycling.
Tony Drexler will be running his Evolution engine in the top fuel class. This nitro-charged class exhibits blistering speeds in excess of 180 miles per hour with low ETs.
Your adrenaline's pumping so much, you're real nervous until your leg, put your leg over the bike, you know, all the air just seems to clear, and you know, you just go for a ride.
Speed. I like to go fast. Just the quickness and the fastness that excites us.
These are car rear tires we use, so it gives you a lot of wheel shake in some cases. It's a delicate, real refined sport to go straight.
With the bikes putting out between 300 to 400 horsepower, care and setup and handling is crucial, especially in the nitro burning classes because of the explosive nature of the fuel.
You start them on gasoline, but if you'd happen to have some fuel in the cylinder or pick up, you know, on the line and try to hit on nitro before gas, they're pretty dangerous. But actually, once a guy's got it started, they're not that dangerous. Starting them's the hardest part.
It's like a big experiment. Controlled explosions, you know. Because sometimes they'll cough and they'll split the bikes in half.
John is one of the few riders whose race operation is completely sponsored. His nitro-burning Pro Dragster is state-of-the-art.
This got carbon fiber wheel, aluminum bolts in it, so it's easy to turn. You know, and they've got plastic push rods in them and all kinds of stuff now. It's getting to be pretty technical.
Chicago Joe is less interested in winning as in being original. Each race is an opportunity to test a new configuration.
Right now we're running a real unique design, which is one of two out there right now, which is a 4-valve Riviera fueling design. Always with some new parts, you know what I'm saying? And somebody's got to be an innovator in this sport to go faster, you know? And you suffer by it when you're experimenting.
But for most, racing is fun. A chance to take their Harley to the max.
As far as racing aspect, it's just a good, clean fun. You know, everybody has a good time. Spend a lot of money, but I guess it don't matter. Everybody's chasing the ET slip. Is what it amounts to, you know.
It's fun. It's a rush that you can't get really anywhere else.
Kristine Becker is one of half a dozen women on the circuit. When her husband first suggested drag racing to her, she had some reservations.
Oh, I was scared to death. I had no idea. I ran up and down my street on the race bike a couple times and cried and said, I can't do this, and then got used to it. Just started motoring around on the bike and took it down the track, and now I can't stop. Yeah.
Now Chris regards herself as one of the boys.
You know, I'm just another person out there racing. I just happen to have a fluorescent pink bike. Yeah, with PMS on it. No, the ladies love it. I always have a good crowd of women rooting for me, and I hope that they will maybe give it a try.
One thing that is not lacking at this event is freedom of expression. Of the thousands of bikes here, no two are alike. Like the people who come to this event, Harleys come in all ages, shapes, and sizes. Whether they are outrageously loud or quietly classic, there is a place for everyone in the Harley family. Owning a Harley is automatic acceptance into a lifestyle, an attitude, a feeling.
It's hard to explain really what the feeling is. It's just you have to be out there to do it.